Shri Sai Satcharita, Chapter 31, Part 2. Now you see and determine for yourself whether the person you see here now is the same you saw at Shirdi. Is it for this reason that I sent you here? Then, after the period was over, Mankar left the guard and proceeded to his native place Bandra. He wanted to travel by rail from Pune to Dadar, but when he went to the booking office to get a ticket, he found it very much crowded, so he could not get his ticket soon. When a villager with a langoti, piece of cloth on his waist and kambali on his shoulder, turned up and said, "Where are you going? To Dadar?" Replied Mankar. Then he said, "Please take this Dadar ticket of mine, as I have some urgent work here. I have cancelled my Dadar trip." Mankar was very glad to receive the ticket and was taking out money from his pocket when the rustic disappeared in the crowd. Mankar tried to find him out in the crowd but in vain. He waited for him till the train left the station but found no trace of him. This was the second revelation Mankar got in a strange form. Then Mankar, after visiting his home, again returned to Shirdi and remained there at Baba's feet, following his bidding and advice. In the end, he was very fortunate to leave this world in the presence of Baba. Third, Tatya Sahib Nolkar. Hemant Pant gives no particulars regarding Tatya Sahib Nolkar except the bare mention of the fact that he gave up his ghost in Shirdi. A brief summary of his account that appeared in the Sai Leela magazine is given here. Tatya Sahib was a sub-judge at Pandharpur in 1909 when Nana Sahib Chandorkar was Mamlatdar there. Both met often and exchanged words. Tatya Sahib did not believe in saints, while Nana Sahib respected them. Nana Sahib often told him the Leelas of Sai Baba and pressed him to go to Shirdi and see Baba. Nulkar finally agreed to go to Shirdi on two conditions. First, he must get a Brahmin cook, and second, he must get good Nagpur oranges for presentation. Both these conditions were providentially fulfilled. A Brahmin came to Nana Sahib for service and he was sent to Tatya Sahib, and a fruit parcel containing 100 beautiful oranges was received by Tatya Sahib, the consignor being unknown. As the conditions were fulfilled, Tatya Sahib had to go to Shirdi. At first, Baba was much enraged with him, but by and by, Tatya Sahib got such experiences that he was convinced that the Baba was God incarnate. So he was enamored of Baba and stayed there till his death. At his end was approaching, sacred literature was read out to him, and at the last hour, Baba's pada teeth was brought and given to him for drinking. Baba, on hearing of his death, said, "O Tatya went ahead of us. He won't be reborn." Fourth, Megha. The story of Megha has been already described in chapter 28. When Megha died, all the villagers followed the funeral procession. Baba also accompanied them and showered flowers on Megha's body. After the obsequies were performed, tears flowed from Baba's eyes, and like an ordinary mortal, Baba showed himself overcome with grief and sorrow. Then, covering the body with flowers and crying like a near relation, Baba returned to the masjid. Many saints have been seen giving Sadgati to men, but Baba's greatness is unique. Even an animal like a tiger came to Baba's feet for being delivered from demerits. It is this story which will be narrated now. Fifth, Tiger. 7 days before Baba passed away, a wonderful incident occurred at Shirdi. There came a country cart and stopped in front of the masjid. A tiger was on the cart, fastened with iron chains, with its agonised face turned to the rear. It was suffering from some painful malady. Its keepers, three Darwasis, had been taking it from place to place and making money by exhibiting it. It was the means of their subsistence. They tried all sorts of remedies to cure it from the malady it was suffering from, but all in vain. Then they heard of Baba's fame and came to him with the animal. They got it down with chains in their hands and made it stand at the door. It was naturally fierce, besides being disease ridden, so it was restless. The people began to look at it with fright and amazement. The Darwasis told Baba everything about the animal and with his consent brought it before him. As it approached the steps, it retreated on account of the awe of Baba and hung its head down. When both saw each other, it got on to the step and looked at Baba with affection. Immediately it moved the tuft of its tail and dashed it thrice against the ground, and then fell down senseless. On seeing it dead, the Darwasis were much dejected and full of sorrow. But on proper thought, they came to terms with it. They considered that as the animal was diseased and nearing its end, it was very meritorious on its part that it met its death at the feet of Baba. It was their debtor, and when the debt was paid off, it was free and met its end at Sai's feet. When any creatures bow down their heads at saints' feet and meet death, they are liberated, unless they have got a good store of merit on their account. How could they get such a meritorious end? Woe to Sri Sai. Peace be to all. Thank